He's such a poser. Hey guys, welcome back to another Poser Play. I'm Poser67 and we're doing another edition of Dream Daddy. This is episode 4 this time, but technically 3 because I'm not posting 2 because I'm a fucking dummy and I muted myself during the recording. My bad. So here we go in. Last time, if you remember, what did we do last time? We partied, did a barbecue, like a little barbecue thing. We met all the dads in the neighborhood who are all the people we already met, so we know them all. We get to know Damien a little bit better. He's better than I thought he would be. His son's a dick. Fuck that guy. Lucian? Yeah, and then our daughter went out, and she came home an hour and a half late, and we were pretty pissed off about it. So yeah. So now we're waking up in the morning. So here we go. I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brew some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was going to do it and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well, I trust you to make good choices. You're an adult now. I shouldn't have gotten so worked up. I agree, actually. After thinking about it a little bit, Team Goku. Beautiful. Team Goku. Yeah. Thinking about it a little bit, I'm like, oh, I got really upset at her when she's fucking 18. She can do what she wants. Amanda gives me a hug, wants some eggs. You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them. Already did. Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs in the time it takes me to wash the pan. All right, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? What's Dadbook? It's a social media platform. Wait, what? What's a social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda. I'm an old man. I can't put together a Dadbook profile on my own. All right, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple of minutes setting up my profile on Dadbook, which, as it turns out, is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. What the fuck? All right, Pops. We gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. Okay, so now we're finally... I was gonna complain, because one of the things that... Like, you got a cool little mini game right off the bat, but so far, since then, there hasn't been another one. So, on a Friday night, you're most likely to... polish and sort my coin collection. Netflix and grill, baby. Fall asleep watching the History Channel. Torment my children with dad puns. Sink into blissful oblivion. On a Friday night. Sink into blissful oblivion or torment my children with dad puns. I think that one. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? Castaway on DVD for instructional purposes. That's good. A boat, obviously. My trusty grill, the Lost Shaker of Salt. I don't need anything. My survival skills have trained me for this day. I'm going to go with the Lost Shaker of Salt. What are your turn-ons? Ooh, strong dad arms. Tennis shoes with long white socks. A well-manicured lawn. Street smarts. Top-tier grillmanship. Comfortable with crying. Tennis shoes with long white socks. A well-manicured lawn. Street smarts. What are my turn on? Comfortable with crying. I like. Let's go with tennis shoes with long white socks. I like that. What did you want to be when you grew up? Technical writer for manuals and instructions. Instructionals, that's funny. Salty boat captain. Pro skater, who is also an astronaut. A good father, the president of space. Pro skater, who is also an astronaut. What is your favorite movie genre? War documentary, Sean Connery's entire filmography. I do like Sean Connery a lot. Anything on Laserdisc, oh my fucking god. Romantic comedies, whatever will make me cry. Old comedies that haven't aged well. Let's go with that one. What's your ideal date? Napping together, doing a 1,000 piece puzzle together. Oh god. So if you guys know anything about me, I hate fucking puzzles. I hate them. They are so boring. They're boring as shit. Fitting fucking pieces into a fucking picture. Fuck that shit. It's fucking boring. Trying to ganache. Is it ganache? No, not ganache. Geocache? Trying to geocache but getting hopelessly lost? I don't know what that means. Arson. Being emotionally vulnerable. Eating a healthy dinner at 4 p.m. Arson. What do you never leave home without? A sensible cardigan. My sick vape. My book of word jumbles and a pen. A cool knife. My crippling low self-esteem. I frequently forget my phone, keys, wallet at home sometimes. My crippling low self-esteem. I spend a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world, if I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill, when I can next get a cup of coffee. I hate the way they fucking put that. Lawnmowers modifications. That's funny. Conspiracy theories. Profile complete. See, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles. You should message one of them. Or more than one of them. All of these dads seem pretty interesting. Okay. I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad.
Welcome. You've got dads.
You got dads. Hi, Poser67. It's me, your dear old friend from when we were... Dad Manda. From way back in the day, Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you've been signed up for Dadbook. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself. Take care not to miss. Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on Dadbook? Why, Poser67, I never. We've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me with your amazing and talented and easy to buy things for daughter? Though I am, of course, flattered you should buy Amanda more things. Amanda, you know I didn't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait, no. Wow, I didn't say that. You never heard that. This is gold. I was a great student, I swear. I graduated at the top of my class because I worked so hard and ate all of my vegetables. Totally holding on to this for the later. Wait, do you even remember what I majored in? I declined to comment. Cool. Alright, so that's the end of that conversation. Let's message Matt. Avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. The only thing I hate is I do not drink coffee, so you can find me most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s no-wave music. No-wave music? What? Perfect, my cold brew setup. One drip at a time, baby. On a Friday night, if you had one thing to take with you on a tour, would it be fine tunes to pass the days away? What are your turn-ons? Multi-instrumentalism. What did you want to do when you grew up? A barista, weirdly enough. What are these? I have 3 likes there. Or 3. He's got 3 hearts. 3 hearts. So they all have 3 hearts. All right. Well, let's read about all of them. Craig Kahn, dad of 3, business and entrepreneur and fitness enthusiast. Juggling work, family, and fitness is a tough gig, but someone's got to do it. On a Friday night, you are most likely to get one last good cardio session in. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A box of energy bars? Oh my god. What are your turn-ons? A sub 6-minute mile? What did you want to be when you grew up? Beer pong world champion. Oh, I didn't even scroll down on the other guys, so I have to go back. What was your favorite movie genre? Buddy cop movies, forever. Scaling, what's your ideal date? Scaling a huge dangerous mountain for fun. What do you never leave home without? An extra tube of energy gel. I spend a lot of time thinking about my mile time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked? Well, Craig is out. Okay, yeah, so weirdly enough, what's your favorite movie genre? Shit with subtitles. What's your ideal date? We go on an animal shelter and seriously consider adopting a cat. What about a puppy? What do you never leave home without? My headphones, both in ear and over ear, just in case. Where did you... I spent a lot of time thinking about where did writing commas into song titles come from and where did it go? Did we all just agree that it was a bad idea? That's funny. Brian! Well, we read a little bit about you. Hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking up new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. I hate fishing. On a Friday night, you're most likely to see just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, my fishing pole, of course. What are your turn-ons? A keen understanding of steak cuts. What do you want to be when you grew up? A fireman. What's your favorite movie genre? Romantic comedies. What's your ideal date? Deck building. What do you never leave home without? My portable fishing pole. I spend a lot of time thinking about how my daughter is smarter than I am. Okay. Seems like a cry for help. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know it'll use this information against us, right? On a Friday night, you're most likely going to make a deal in an alleyway, have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo. What? If you had one thing to take on a gun, what is your turn on? Don't talk to me. What do you want to be? A grifter? What's your favorite movie genre? Italian neorealism. What's your ideal date? Grave robbing. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. I spent a lot of time thinking about, you ever really look into a rabbit animal's eyes? Jesus. Robert Small? Is that what I saw? Small. Robert Small. Brian Harding. Matt Sella. And Craig Kahn. Damien Bloodmarch. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. On a Friday night, you're most likely to listen to a true crime podcast while taxiderming my newest specimen. That's pretty good. That's pretty funny. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A coffin. Okay. What are your turn on pronouncing bosom correctly? I think it's bosom, right? What did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. What's your favorite movie genre? For an art house tour? Okay. What's your ideal date? It's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. What do you never leave home without? An upside down cross. What the fuck? I spent a lot of time thinking about mortality's salience. Interesting. Alright, Damien Bloodmarch. Hugo Vega, middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know and I'm sorry. On a Friday night, you're most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. Oh, that's cool. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A remembrance of things past by Marcel Proust. What are your turn-ons? Muscles. What did you want to be when you grew up? Movie star. What's your favorite movie genre? Documentaries of art history. What's your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. Wow, that's really fucking stupid. What do you never leave home without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. I spend a lot of time thinking about, I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. I agree, actually, with that. That's a good statement. All right, Hugo. Let's see. Voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running, living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out on the open water, setting sail. Oh man, I'm yawning a lot today. Setting sail on my seas of my adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. On Friday night, you're most likely to lead the community in a fun mixer. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? My 6-string. What are your turn-ons? My loving wife. Oh, that's cute. What did you want to be when you grew up? Ship captain. What was your favorite movie genre? Feel-good movies. What's your ideal date? Lovely night on the town with my wife. What do you never leave home without? The Good Book. I thought I was going to say my wife. I spent a lot of time thinking about how I can be a better man, husband, and father. I'm good. What a message. Matt. So far, he seems like the most fun. I navigate to Matt's dad book page and type out a message. Hey man, great getting to see you at the barbecue. We should definitely hang out soon. You free later? A minute or two later, I hear a ding and see Matt's response. I think for a minute, hey dude, I'd be so down for that. I'm actually catching a show tonight at the Sound Garden. Oh, I love it. Want to come out? What's a Sound Garden? It's a concert venue, but also a band that a lot of people listened to back when it was cool to have soul patches. Oh man, I haven't been to a real concert since Amanda was born. Am I ready for this? While I'm thinking, another message pops up on the screen. Pup is playing tonight. Cool little indie pop punk rock band out of Canada. Should be a fun one. I didn't know you were allowed to string that many words together to describe a band. Whatever, let's get out of the comfort zone. Oh, what? I didn't get to read that. No! I log off Dad Book and think for a second. Wait, when was the last time I went to a concert? I mentally backtrack decades to the memories of denim jean jackets and moral panic over teenagers turning to the occult. Oh God, I had a mullet back then. Oh God, I thought it was cool. Oh jeez. Oh God, other people thought it was cool. I finally remember the strange 80s prog rock I used to listen to and mentally envision all of the airbrushed vans in the parking lot. Man, how did anyone survive the 80s? Okay, so I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do you even do at concerts now? I spend most of the day pacing around the house thinking about... So it's Sunday, right? Because it's the day after Saturday. Or was Friday the... No, it was Saturday. So, going to a concert on a Sunday? Weird. My relation with the coolness, I mean, I always thought I was cool, at least relative to a bunch of the other dads my age. Dad, what are you doing? I look over and see Amanda at the door, just getting home from school. So it must be Monday. So we skipped a whole day. What the fuck? Here, her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Hey, what's wrong, Panda? Oh, nothing. I'm fine. I just got sad because I realized that society collectively refuses to take pop music seriously, despite the fact that some of the most interesting musical innovations are coming out of that genre. I think it's just yet another thing that we write off because we can't take young women or their interests seriously. Are you sure that's all you're upset about? I don't think that's what you're fucking upset about. If there's, anything going on, I just want to know about it, and I'm here for you, and I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to kick someone's butt, I'm only a cell phone call away. Thanks, Popsicle. I appreciate Popsicle. But I'm fine, really. I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. Anyway, what's up? How do I be cool? Let me put on a pot of coffee first. It's gonna be a long night. No, seriously. Matt invited me to a concert, and I don't think I've been to one since you were born. Yeah, you have. You took me to one when I was 12, remember? I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the memory of a sea of screaming preteens. Oh God, I tried so hard to forget. The one where I had to camp out with you in line so that you could get a good spot, and then you cried and screamed the whole time. Dad, it was so much more than that, and I'm not even ashamed to say it. Oh, you're not ashamed? You seemed pretty ashamed when I found all those drawings you made of those dancing boys kissing you in the Trapper Keeper. Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Anyway, you should be all set for the concert if you remember that. Just bring a big glittery sign and cry a lot and you'll fit right in. Well, it's in a smaller place, and I think Matt mentioned they're a punk band. Like DIY gutter punk, thrash, straight edge. Come on, give me something to work with. Are they post-punk, proto-punk, C-punk, Jeremy punk? What's Jeremy punk? I made that one up to see if I could get away with it. They're not positive hardcore, are they? He said that they're Canadian punk? Oh yeah, you'll be fine. Does the idea of Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? I don't see friendship and politeness as core tenets of punk scene. Well, punk is kind of a big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. It's become so much more than just counterculture rebellion. What I'm trying to say is just enjoy the music. I don't know. That's it. I mean, yeah, it's not like you're going to jump into the mosh pit or anything. Well, that's comforting. And if a strange dude in a Set Your Goal hoodie offers to buy merch, don't accept it, and definitely don't go on 3 awful dates with him afterwards where he takes you to a nice restaurant and then forgets the wallet literally 3 times in a row. What? Never mind. Just have a blast tonight. Jesus. I show up on the coffee spoon at 8, and with hope that the concert appropriate attire, I see Matt out front locking the door to the shop. Hey, you made it. Ready for tonight? Well, it's been a while. Yes, of course. I definitely know what I'm talking about. Aw, man, I gotta admit, I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rocks were cool. I have no idea what I'm in for. Did your daughter make you take her to one of those boy band concerts where everybody holds signs and screams and cries? Yeah, I got 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong. But dude, I get to take you to the first concert in a long time. This is going to be awesome. Just hang with me, Poser67, and you'll be good. This scene is super supportive. It's a blast. Quick question. Shoot. What is scene? Matt lets out a tiny laugh. Sorry. It's just weird because scene can describe a music scene as it pertains to a community of people who like the same genre, but it can also describe a genre of music no one wants to admit they were into. Matt looks off into a middle distance. He says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking never again. That's confusing. You'll get it. The important thing tonight is that you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end and a bar at the other. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. I suddenly feel very out of place. My waning youth is showing. I am suddenly aware of my mortality. When were the good years of my life? Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is C-punk actually a genre? Matt, you made it. A younger kid runs up and high-fives Matt. The kid runs off and Matt turns to me shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. Me too. I'm like a small animal. Loud noises and large groups of people frighten me. Do you also enjoy curling up in a patch of sunlight to take a nap? It's my favorite thing to do. A couple other people notice that Matt's in the crowd and yell hey as well. Matt waves and hugs a couple people. He seems really in his element here. Matt turns his attention back to me. I am so afraid of all these people. Oh, let's go grab a beer. Matt and I line up to the bar in the back where a couple of the older concert goers hang out. A couple more people notice Matt and tip their drinks at him. Seems like you're a popular guy out here. Oh yeah, I go to a lot of shows. This is a really cool spot. But it's times like these where I realize I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about, and then I become keenly aware of my hands are. And there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to rest. Ooh, he's right. God damn it, where do I put my tongue? See, well, I've known you for more than 5 minutes and I still think you're charming and funny. Aw, just you wait. We grab our drinks. This scene seems really friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit that they listen to it. Let's check out the merch. Bad and I walk over to a small booth in the corner of the room where a crusty-looking teenager guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out of the cross room and hops onto the chair. Step on up, get your merch here. I got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I got all the gifts and accoutrements and a discerning concert goer of considerable taste might want. You! I gesture to myself, my face flushing red. Yes, you! You look like a fellow who knows the music, or their music. How's about a fine 12-inch long playing vinyl record made from distributed by Pup, Canada's premier punk rock outfit? Totally ho, good sir. Please stop yelling at me. Tally ho, good sir. We'll see here, fine shopkeep. Your enthusiastic salesmanship has aroused my interest and suspicion in equal parts. How can I, a consumer of their finer goods in life, trust your wares to be true of spirit? A fine question from a discerning patron. Okay, Pablo, you can give it a rest. That was good. A teen hops off his chair and takes a seat. Your friend looks lost, so I figured I'd give him an old razzle-dazzle. How the hell are you, Matt? Day by day, my man. They both do the thing where they high-five, but also turn it into a hug. Your mom doing better? She's still single. If you want to be my dad, I could make that connect. And have to deal with you every single day? Fair enough. Who's your bud? That's Poser 67. I thought I'd bring out a concert pal. Pablo leans closer to Matt. Is Poser 67 cool? Matt eyes me. I eye him back. He cracks a smile. Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude! I'm not sure what to say, but give the courtesy to pats on the back as if customary in our society for people you don't know super well but still want to be friendly to. Pablo's a total card. Kid plays the hell out of a bass. Yeah, man, when are we starting our witch house band? You know, I'm out of the game. It's a shame. You know, what the fuck Vacant Veal would have slayed. It'll slay once that you start actually making music instead of just printing a bunch of band shirts. We've got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These shirts are real nice. Looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get a spot up close. Matt and I walk over to the stage where a crowd begins to form. The band walks on the stage and picks up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addressed the crowd. He has a mandolin slung behind his back. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're the Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. My name's Daniel. Let's start the show. Oh no, these guys. What? Without time to respond, the band starts playing the most cacophonous noise I've ever heard. What is this? Matt doesn't say anything. He just hands me earplugs. Thanks! I put the earplugs in and whatever the hell is assaulting my ears gets a lot quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to be having fun. I guess that's what really matters. Jesus, did that cellist just break his bow in half? I don't get this. This set seems to go on forever. There's no breaks in the songs, and I don't think one of the band members' jobs is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. I turn to Matt and try to start a conversation. So you got a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? Ask again. Alright, same. So you. Aha, yeah.
Hey.
Matt turns back to his attention to the show. He can't hear me, so I just stop and try to enjoy the music. Okay, no, this is impossible. How long have they been playing the same song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Eventually, the set ends. But only after the drummer sprains his ankle during a saxophone solo. They promised it was part of the act as he was carried off stage crying. Matt and I both pull our earplugs out. Man, that was something I promised Pup is much better. And that was something I promised Pup is much better. I see what it is. I just have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get the answers to. Oh yeah, he sprains his ankle every show. They were being real about that.
Hey.
Let's grab another beer. Damn. Matt and I work our way out of the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people file into the concert space as they get close to the main act. It's getting kind of crowded in here. We grab our beers and try to follow Matt back to the spot. But there are so many people that I'm having a hard time keeping up. As I work my way through the throngs of excited concert goers, I realize I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and look around, seeing nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. I'm lost. How am I ever going to find Matt here? Where's the exit? Ask, are there exits? What if I'm trapped in this building forever? Am I going to see my daughter ever again? What if the terrible band gets back on stage? What if... Suddenly, a hand reaches out to grab me. It's Matt. Almost lost you, buddy. Whew. I got really nervous there for a second. You and me both, dude. He takes my hand and leads me back towards the stage. I can feel myself blushing a little. We finally settle back into our spot and wait for the band to start. Busy place, huh? Yeah, Pup really brings out a crowd. So you go to concerts a lot? Oh yeah, it's one of my absolute favorite things in the world. I think it's one of the things to listen to. I think it's one thing to listen to music and connect with it, but when you're in a room full of people connecting with the music just the same way you are, that's magic. I suddenly have an urge to pee. Curse this tiny dad bladder. I've never heard it put that way. That's really beautiful. Also, I have to pee.
Hey.
Hurry up, man. They're about to go on. I squeezed my way out of the crowd toward the restroom. I really should have gone before I left the house, but Amanda was watching beauty videos in the bathroom. She had an eyeliner wing going halfway across her face, which was actually a pretty good look. I'm so proud of her. I make it to the restroom finally, but it's one of those single-person restrooms with a line forming outside of it. As soon as I finish my business, the band starts. Crap. The people that were initially milling around the venue all crowded up against the stage as the Pup plays their first song. How am I ever gonna find Matt now? Oh, minigame. Everyone's rushing the main stage to watch Pup play. I'm sure Matt will be up there too. I gotta get there without being trampled by all these rowdy youths. Avoid to... Go.
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune.
Oh.
We worked really hard to lock it down for you. We even got permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken. What a bitch.
I love it. Oh no, I wanted to go back for that heart. Oh god, I'm getting hit.
So we added the song.
Love the
that you're
song.
listening to
Oh,
right
God.
now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To
Oh, I wanted to go up.
streamers and let's
Why are there so many
players,
stages?
I have one decree. Please
Oh, God, they're
check
gonna
out
run me
the
over.
band called Pup and their song DVP.
So Pup must be a real band.
That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP.
DVP, okay.
The
Oh god, I'm gonna
song
get
is
trampled.
great and the video is tight. Yes, take it from me. It's like footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain.
Oh god, oh god. No,
Look
no,
at it, I
I...
promise. You should really
What
go
did I
check it
do?
out. It's a really good video.
Wipe out?
So we added the song
You
that
tried.
you're listening
I did try.
to right now. Don't you think it's better
Just searching and searching, I realize it's
risking
impossible to ever be able to
content
find
ID?
Matt in this sea of subculture. I guess I'll just camp out here. I watch Pup set by my lonesome out next to a bunch of hip 20-somethings. I can tell they're judging my clothes and I want so badly to grab them by the shoulders and explain the usefulness of utility pockets, but I try to focus on the content. Man, I wish Matt was here. I love the song they
but
wrote.
really content ID.
The show finally ends and I wait for Matt outside. After a minute or two, Matt spots me.
Hey.
Dude, you sure are the sight for sore eyes. Sorry I lost you back there. It's all good. Wasn't that a great show? Totally. Would have been more fun with you,
Yeah,
though.
sounds great.
Well, next time I guess we'll just have to hold hands the whole time so we don't lose each other. Aww. I laugh. Am I blushing? You hungry? Starving. Follow me. Matt and I walk into a tiny little diner with a cute neon sign. We tear into some bacon and eggs in the corner booth. So there I am in the pit trying to explain the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo, but he was already seeing red. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering toward me and there's nowhere to go.
Hey.
It's the end for me, right? Then out of nowhere I get this idea. I just lean back and spread my arms, and just like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. You should have seen the look on his face. That's funny. I bought him a beer afterwards and we were cool. We still follow each other on social media. He has beautiful kids. Glad you guys worked it out. Yeah, man, it just goes to show you that Punk's not dead. It just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. True. So how did you get to see all these amazing concerts? Oh, I used to tour in a band. We were small, but it got us to travel all over the states. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, we were poor and we had to scrape a lot together just to survive, but I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything. But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of these people at the show. Music like this builds an amazing community, especially in town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid. Oh man, everybody loved Pablo. His mom's been raising him on her own, and you can tell that it's been tough on both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try and help him whenever I can. Help him out whenever I can. It's really nice of you.
Hey.
Thanks. Us single parents just really have to look out for each other. True, Matt. How's Carmencita? She says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy.
Hey.
It'll be loud and I'll need to take a lot of aspirin, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. I'm suddenly very grateful that all my daughter's hobbies are super quiet, photography, collaging, whatever it is that she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive on Carmencita's rebellious phase, but I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of it, doesn't it? I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together. Like what? Fashion. Consumerism, big budget remakes of foreign films. Why do we gotta get up early the day after Thanksgiving and line up to buy things? Why can't we just share things? Comrade, you're speaking of dangerous things here. He and I laugh and we keep digging into our big plates of greasy diner food. The breakfast I ordered for dinner is absolutely hitting the spot. Man, being a single dad is rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of our dads to talk to. Yeah, I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes talking to people. Matt gets nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too. I've never really considered myself an extrovert and never really considered myself an introvert. I'm just uncomfortable in every situation always. Ah, you're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to. You know that? I smile. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finish up the late night dinner and head out. We walk back to the cul-de-sac, back to our respectful houses. Tonight was a blast, man. Loved it. Although I'm probably gonna feel it in my knees in the morning. Hi, you and me both. Don't usually like going to these things alone. It was really cool to have you there with me. I'm glad. All right, I'm calling it quits for tonight. Stay cool, man. He called me cool. He did. Matt called me cool. All right, I think that's where we're going to call this. So thanks for watching, everyone. Another episode of Dream Daddy. We'll be back with another installment at a later date. So I will catch you on the flip side. Bye. He's such a poser.